hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. This rivalry is one of the most storied, at least in the modern generation of college football, but last year sort of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth in Tallahassee as it just never was competitive.
It was a dominant win by the Canes. I mean, they had 445 yards. Florida State had 248. This was a beatdown. You could clearly see the balance with Miami's offense. Running the football for over 200, throwing for over 200. They did what they wanted at will.
I think that's the thing. You know, everybody went into that one expecting to see Cam Ward just light it up. Very pedestrian day for the Hurricanes. Throwing it, you're right, David. It was the Oregon State transfer, Damian Martinez, that went to work on the ground. They were more physical. It's exactly what Mario Cristobal wants this football team to be. Can Florida State match that physicality today in the trenches?
He makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll go to the counter play. can't get him to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's back. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Hauls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's back. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. So after the missed kick. It's still 3-0. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls a tire complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive comes from the 38. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They just keep firing. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the... There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's back. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fakes to grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm. They're really in focus.
And that's a live ball. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Going with the counter play here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauman. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Inside the touchdown Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Miami, 14, Florida State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. To throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's on target and complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Fletcher.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy going well.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's White. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They come to the line facing 3rd and long for the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Seminoles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in the hurry up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. pitched in. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the yard?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a way to put his team in business at the 33. To the air, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Robinson.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you.
Turning it on. Takes it out of bounds, and there are 12 seconds remaining to finish this drive.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth, Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's back. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Touchdown, Hurricane! They jump on top here in OT.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown, no! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond, and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David, and you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation. Oh, they're not get free. Defense scoops it up, and they can win it on this return. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. He did it! The fumble return for the walk-off win.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it